The CARES Act contains a number of enforcement procedures intended to prevent waste, fraud, and abuse of funding. Nevertheless, these safeguards have not been effectively implemented, leaving room for bad actors to take advantage of the system. Welcome to today's episode of Fraud Files. We'll be talking about the case of a Lander man given a 63-month prison term for wire fraud involving CARES Act stimulus money. We'll also talk about a Somerset County man who received a 46-month prison sentence for planning a COVID-19 fraud. Make sure to watch the entire video to learn all the details of this tale. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell icon to receive notifications of our upcoming videos. Let's get started. Acting Paul McCown, 33, of Lander, Wyoming, was sentenced on July 5, 2022 by Chief United States District Court Judge Scott W. Skavdahl for 4 counts of wire fraud involving pandemic relief programs managed by the Wyoming Business Council and Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Securities Act funds, and 3 counts of wire fraud involving money fraudulently obtained from RIA R Squared Incorporated, according to the announcement made by United States Attorney Nicholas Vassallo. McCown was given a 63-month prison term with 3 years of supervised release following it, and he was also required to pay $700 in special assessments. Any reparation amount will be decided by the court at a later date. The chief financial officer at the Wyoming Catholic College in Lander, Wyoming, was Paul McCown. In addition, he was attempting to start a gin distillery. Even though McCown had never sold any gin, he sought for subsidies for his own business when the Wyoming Business Council got CARES Act funds to give to Wyoming companies suffering from the COVID-19 outbreak. He agreed to return the $841,863 he falsely collected from the state of Wyoming when his grants were audited. He met RIA R Squared Incorporated through his work at Wyoming Catholic College, a private financial management company. Then, in an elaborate ruse, he impersonated people and fabricated documents to coerce the financial management company into lending him $15 million. Paul McCown's fraudulent behavior was extreme and went on for nearly a year, said acting United States Attorney Nicholas Vassallo. He violated the trust of the people of the state of Wyoming and the United States by fraudulently obtaining nearly $850,000 in COVID relief money. His misconduct damaged the community as a whole and harmed businesses that legitimately needed the aid. He then went on to defraud a private investment firm for approximately $15 million. The district court's 63-month sentence reflects the gravity of McCown's deceitful conduct. FBI Denver Special Agent in Charge Michael Schneider said McCown took advantage of money allocated by the federal government through programs that were created to provide critical support to our communities during the pandemic. This case is a reminder that the FBI will continue to aggressively pursue those who defraud the federal government to enrich themselves. The Federal Bureau of Investigation looked into this case. Christine M. Martins, an assistant U.S. attorney, handled the prosecution. In a similar crime story, a Somerset County man receives a 46-month prison sentence for planning a COVID-19 fraud. New Jersey, Trenton. According to U.S. Attorney Philip R. Sellinger, a Somerset County, New Jersey man was given a 46-month prison term for planning a $2 million COVID-19 fraud scheme. Gauravjit Raj Singh, 27, of Montgomery, New Jersey, previously entered a plea of guilty to a charge of wire fraud before U.S. District Court Judge Peter G. Sheridan. The sentence was handed down by Judge Sheridan in Trenton Federal Court on July 20, 2021. According to District Attorney and evidence submitted in this case, throughout the COVID-19 epidemic beginning in May 2020, Singh participated in a plot to swindle and enrich himself by tricking 10 victims into sending him more than $2 million to buy personal protective equipment, stealing the money, and failing to deliver the PPE as promised. Singh persuaded victims to sign a contract under which he would receive roughly $7.1 million in exchange for 1.5 million medical gowns that would ultimately be delivered to the city of New York during the COVID-19 outbreak. The victims sent Singh $712,500 through his business, GJS Solutions LLC, which amounted to a 10% down payment for the hospital gowns. Singh assured the victims that they will obtain the medical gowns after receiving these payments from the victims through further misrepresentations and justifications. Singh used the money on personal costs as opposed to buying and distributing medical garments. Judge Sheridan also ordered Singh to serve 3 years of supervised release after his jail term. The investigation that resulted in the sentencing was credited by U.S. Attorney Sellinger to special agents and intelligence analysts of the FBI working in Newark under the supervision of Special Agent in Charge James E. Dennehy. Chief of the General Crimes Unit in Newark and Assistant U.S. Attorney Lauren E. Repole are on the government side. And here we come to the end of today's episode of Fraud Files regarding a Lander man who was given a 63-month prison term for wire fraud involving CARES Act stimulus money, and a Somerset County man who received a 46-month prison sentence for planning a COVID-19 fraud. Please subscribe to our channel and push on that like button. Stay tuned to our channel for amazing videos like this one by clicking the bell icon. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below about this event. We'll see you in another Fraud Files soon.